Hi Capricorn, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of April 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for the month. So simply take what resonates and do not stress over what doesn't, okay? I do want to thank you in advance as well for your support and love on this channel by liking this video, leaving me a comment or several down below, even if it's just emojis, definitely helps out. And subscribing to this channel if you haven't done so already. Join this lovely, they're saying organized Capricorn tribe, okay? But moving forward, key wording, the overall message I channeled for you Capricorn, for your money and career for April, beyond successful, gaining so much abundance. Beyond successful, gaining so much abundance, okay? So let me put this to the side. And I meant to mention as well in the intro, if you, or when you rather would like to book a personal reading with myself, the options are down below, including the pricing. They're very affordable. The email's down there as well. Just reach out, shoot me a quick email, and I'll get that started for you, okay? We're gonna begin and pull several messages. Wow. Bear with me. From the Soul's Journey deck, that just very much distracted me and pushed me into a very alerted state. Anyways, and then we'll further speak upon them with the Tarot of Dreams deck. Alrighty, let's do some shuffling. For my lovely Capricorns, the month of April 2022, money and career. I did see the health card, and I feel like they came out in your reading for March as well. I need to focus on your health for a lot of reasons. Sorry if that was loud. They're saying don't over-exude yourself this month. It is essential for your well-being and the sake of you proceeding in a realistic manner, okay? I do feel as if you're going to realize a lot about your soul journey throughout this month. I mean, we are using the Soul's Journey deck, but I feel like as well tying into a better understanding, putting your finger on more so your overall destiny and purpose in this lifetime. That's powerful, okay? We do have death at the bottom of the deck, and I feel like you could be feeling a bit depleted or simply thinking about the ending of a situation, whether that's a job, whether that's a living situation, something of the sort, financially investing, weird wording. I do see you having an underlying focus on that, even if it's not happening throughout this month, okay? Wanting an upgrade, wanting a change, or just more simplicity, all right? You need to trust what you already know and what you are being informed of throughout the month. We have fear to begin. They're saying, what are you afraid of? The lack of stability. I mean, it makes sense. You're a very timely, you like things to be timed, people to be on time. You like things to be organized. You like a set schedule for the majority of you Capricorns. Again, there are different types, but I feel as if you're fearing a lack of stability in one way, shape, or form. Knowing you need to put a job to rest, right, to move to a new one, or to start your business or make that your main focus. However it works for you, I feel like you just don't want the lack of stability to be part of your situation moving forward. Wanting that guaranteed money flowing in so you can pay your bills, sleep better at night, not stress as much, because I do get a hint of stress pouring in or pouring over from March in your situation. But all the meanwhile, I feel like for some of you, it could be more so you leaving a living situation and fearing that that's going to be more so a downgrade rather than an upgrade. But if you trust your intuition and go through the process of selecting and while trusting your intuition once again and Spirit's guidance, you'll be fine, right? Excuse me as I stutter. I feel like you're making yourself a little bit nervous, so just laugh it off a little bit, okay? Enjoy yourself in the process. Enjoy the simplicity of certain parts of the month that should reflect what your life should be like moving forward, okay? Leaving the past behind in a lot of ways throughout this month, all right? You should not fear what lies ahead is what they're saying, as we do have the happiness card. And so I really feel like there's a need to be happy in what you're producing, right? Obviously affecting the quality of your work in a lot of ways, regardless of what you do for work, okay? Whether you run a business, you work a job, you name it. I feel like as well, you need to understand that the environment plays into your happiness, okay? Whether it's your job location or it's your home life, all right? And if those are wrapped up and intertwined, absolutely. So damn relevant and important for you to be happy, to feel healthy, for it to have good energy. Even if you're not empathic, the energy is going to affect you this month. And it could be a push from the universe to be like, alrighty, I get that you're a little bit fearful of what is up next or making an important decision like this, but something needs to change potentially, okay? So don't be surprised if you feel that push to be a little bit uncomfortable from the universe, so you can get out of that comfort zone that isn't actually that comfortable if you really think about it, okay? How happy are you while you work is what I'm hearing, as you could feel like you're just going through the motions or just not feeling super ecstatic. Some of you needing to remember why you started a business or why you started a job or entered a field in one way, shape, or form. I'm hearing there's a promotion on the horizon, okay? A lot of abundance once again as you're pushed to accept your true nature, okay? I wanted to say destiny for one reason or another, and sure, for some of you, but your nature came out, okay? Interesting wording, but key. Your true nature is going to just come out at certain points throughout the month, especially center point in the month, the middle of the month. You like being in the spotlight more than you want to admit, or than life has provided you opportunities to experience, okay? I feel like you're also learning to accept the things that you can't change, right? People outside of you, absolutely, right? Even if at times you want to try and then are pushed back by the universe, by spirit, or just fail in one way, shape, or form. But I also feel like you need to accept if you don't like a job situation, you can't wait around forever for the company to adapt to you or to change in a lot of ways, or you can't try to change that company, right? If it's your own business, absolutely run it how you wish, right? Adapt to that development in your business, but remember, that is in your control. But it's about noticing more so throughout the month what is in your control and what's not, okay? And most definitely other people not in your control, including loved ones who are wrapped up with you financially. They're saying individuals that live in the same building as you potentially. Again, just all reiterating why certain changes, certain endings are key for a lot of Capricorns at this time moving forward, or were recently, as I feel like you could be doing some reflecting on the past. A true necessity at this point, peace, okay? We have the peace card here. You're the first of the signs I'm being pushed to say that's received the peace card from this deck for these money and career reads. Although I'm just about halfway through, but the point is, I feel like you're pushed to love your life again, pushed to love your work again, pushed to not stress as much, therefore initiating or maintaining a level of peace in a multitude of situations. They keep saying living and work, okay? Living and work, I mean, those are the two main categories for money and career, at least when it comes to my readings. But I do feel like you need to take a peaceful standpoint on your finances, period. Not allowing yourself to stress when you feel things could be going in a direction of where your fear sets in, okay? Does that make sense? Where you feel as if your money could be a little bit tight moving forward, or you want something so badly and it entails a certain amount of money to invest in it, right? Or you don't want your savings to dip because of a change in your career. Or you feel as if an investment in a housing situation, residential, is going to cost a lot. Breathe. Do you see how that, when the peace card came out, they're having me speak like that, rant like that for a reason. That's the way your mind is working, even if you're not outwardly voicing that or communicating like that. At points you are. Breathe as you do affect other energies, the level of energy in a situation, and potentially stripping away the peace all meanwhile, okay, from other people or that situation or multiple. There's a need for you to be peaceful for a multitude of reasons. And I just feel like you'll gain a better understanding of how to maintain that or bring it on back as you make your way through the month of April, okay? Truly essential is what they're saying. We now have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I heard laugh it off, and there's a true need for you throughout the month of April to laugh it off when you feel there's ridiculous occurrences, people that are difficult to deal with, customers, clientele, coworkers, or people that work for you, depending on your role. It just feels like, or certain difficulties, obstacles that surround you in your work environment, you name it. It could be a noisy environment for some of you. Laugh it off. It's going to make it 10 times easier to, they're saying, make it to the other side, to where you would like to be, or to make the best out of where you're at, and produce the best quality work, okay? I love that there is a Buddha in the center here, talking about needing to take a peaceful approach to, and a humorous approach to certain difficulties once again, all right? Let's pull from the Tarot of Dreams to further speak upon each card, okay? They're saying you're gonna have a good month, so don't forget that, all right? For the Fear card, we have the Palace of Swords and the Six of Cups. And so, yeah, naturally within an emotional situation, interesting, because it's not the Palace of Cups, but it just feels like it could be a feisty situation, like your work, you know, it could be your living situation once again. You're a little bit fearful of what lies ahead, potentially wanting to charge towards a new environment and fearing what lies ahead, or the unknown, the mystery, right? Due to your paths with the Six of Cups, wanting to see the best outcome for yourself and for your loved ones if they're involved or will, you know, be affected in one way, shape, or form. But I need to trust the mystery of things. I need to trust your intuition once again, and to put aside that that fear, that doubt, and just allow yourself to utilize what you've learned and gained over time from the difficulties, the successes in your career and your financial investments, and your finances as well in general. But to separate the past difficulties, even past situations in general, okay? I need to not compare or expect what you're moving towards or want to be anything like what you've experienced up until this point, okay? And then for the Happiness card, we have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. And so, bear with me. So I truly feel as if there's a lot of reasons to celebrate, and you will at certain points in the month, where you're reminded that lies ahead, as long as you push forward, put aside fears and doubts once again, and believe the best, because you are manifesting at this time, whether you realize it or not. And you will feel very celebratory, even if that's just within, and you don't go forward with actual celebrating just yet, or in general, because there's certain steps in the right direction towards a wish fulfillment, whether it's a financial investment, a new job, or both, or it could be an expansion and upgrade for your business, okay? They're saying heading in the right direction. What do we have for Happiness? Interesting, as the two cards that came out slid, they said sliding right into happiness, sliding into happiness. The Knight of Wands and Justice coming out. And so taking a happy, peaceful approach to what you're producing, what you want to go after at this time with the Knight of Wands. Not surprised to see this, as you do have sort of fiery energy at times, right? Even if you're grounded or need to ground oneself as an earth sign. But seeing a level of justice when it comes to what you want to move towards, what you're working at, creating, developing. Even if you get a bit nervous or anxious at certain points throughout the month, I just feel like this level of justice, or taste of what you're getting, even when you implement more balance, which makes you happier, it just makes you feel a lot more joyful all the meanwhile. It feels like you could be happy, you know, seeing things start to work out for you, or stepping in the right direction, heading in the right direction. But your mind could be a bit of a whirlwind all the meanwhile. So simplify it, all right? Do yourself a level of justice in that sense, okay? But we have Acceptance as well. Yeah, and with Temperance at the bottom of the deck, you could be dealing with Sagittarius, but I need to have patience with what might feel like a never-ending battle, or just feels a bit confrontational. Okay, there's just a focus on fire signs throughout the month for you for one reason or another. But I need to, again, going back, we have the Justice card and Temperance talking about balance. Okay, balance it out for yourself, reground yourself, and utilize nature if you can, given you are in earth sign. The Six of Coins coming out for Acceptance, okay? So you need to accept that you deserve the abundance that's flowing in at this time. You need to accept that you're manifesting a level of abundance in a lot of ways, okay? Your hard work is paying off, is what's coming through. I need to accept that when you can't control certain factors, certain people in general, you know, whatever it may be for you, just focus on what you can, and therefore you're rewarded by the universe with a level of abundance to say this is the way to be moving forward, period. Releasing that grip, but also just focusing on what is within your grasp, okay? Very interesting wording. I feel like you're also sort of presenting something at certain points throughout the month, especially in the middle. A reminder that your career, even your financial investments, but mainly your career, needs to be viewed as a mandala, where you work from the center and you just build it layer by layer out. They're saying like an onion, but not really. Anyways, to just see your artwork, your piece of development and creation just come to be as it may, right? And to take a step back and be proud of oneself, while meanwhile to pat yourself on the back and allow yourself to learn from the ups and downs once again, as the abundance simply just pours in, as they show me the Ace of Cups in my mind's eye. Okay, I feel like it's to make the, I knew this was going to come out eventually, the Palace of Cups, to help you make the best out of an emotional situation or emotional environment. You could feel as if certain energies you're dealing with throughout the month, whether living in your living situation or work, a bit heavy, okay, which is very emotional. So don't be adding to it, right? Be the peace in a situation, or multiple, as we have the Two of Cups for the Peace card. A push to be a level of the center of that peace within a situation, within a connection, okay? Yeah, we were talking about situations like, once again, financial investments and your career choice or choices. But this is more so talking about conversations. It could be a loved one that you're wrapped up with financially, or multiple, okay? When deciding where to move, when deciding what job to move towards or to leave behind, or how to balance out your money, financial decisions, what to pay off. Take a deep breath and be the peace in that situation. I feel like there needs to be a balance in it all, but I feel like you could be mirroring with somebody, a mirroring connection in one way, shape, or form. And so I need to develop more peace due to that. That's what you're meant to take away from it. Someone could be showing you how you've been treating them or acting, or just certain ways, unhealthy ways that you deal with your finances or your career, okay? Certain stressful approaches are one. So allow yourself to recognize that this is a month where you're stepping towards a lot more peace and happiness and abundance, okay? Someone's going to thank you for all that you do, all that you've done. Again, there's an underlying focus on things moving a bit slowly with the Knight of Coins, but desiring a tower moment in one way, shape, or form. It doesn't always have to be negative, okay? Necessary is what's coming through. Let's clarify this humor card. We got 3 flying out and did a backflip. It feels like at times you feel like you need to do a backflip to accomplish certain things, or to pay this off, or to achieve enough money. Or it just feels like people in your work environment or certain family members or friends expect you to do a backflip to get things accomplished. And it's like, it can feel easy in the process, right? Putting aside other people's expectations or their view or how they would go about it, okay? But we have the 9 of Wands and the Moon card. They're saying you finish up the month feeling quite burnt out, a bit wounded, and a bit emotional, okay? Being a bit secretive, even if you don't expect to be, right? Needing to wrap yourself up with humor in order to make the best out of where you're at, to feel 10 times better. You know, when you're feeling depleted, when you're feeling exhausted, when you're feeling like you don't have a lot to give, don't force it. But I just feel like you'll be pushed to experience certain laughable content on social media. You could have the universe working through another individual or multiple, even a client or a customer, you know, as interesting as that sounds, to cheer you up if you sound a little bit down in the dumps is what I'm getting, or just not feeling like you have a lot to give, okay? Laugh it off once again with the King of Wands, feeling very overly serious, especially towards the end of the month, or for some of you throughout the entire month. So be it, even if you're smiling from time to time or being pushed to laugh, but very passionate nonetheless, right? Again, a huge focus on either your fire placements or ones that you are wrapped up with or should be at this time. We have the Palace of Coins in reverse. Something you shouldn't invest in will be forewarned, okay? Or simply, for a lot of you, it's about moving towards a new living situation, a job, or both that's more meant for you, and desiring this new beginning that doesn't feel doable throughout this month, but will happen moving forward. But again, you're receiving a lot of abundance in regards to stepping towards that, right? Information, clarity, new opportunities. It's all a process, right? And you want everything to happen when it's destined to, not when you want it to so badly, but could just sort of fall flat. Sometimes there's going to be a reminder throughout the month that what's meant to last isn't always going to be the quickest acquiring process, okay? But once again, it is a month where you're reminded, going back to the overall message, you're beyond successful and you're gaining so much abundance, okay? Let's finish this up by pulling from the Making Magic deck for Capricorn. Sun, the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. As well, Trinket 5, manifesting money and income. Okay, and it is your time to shine at the bottom of the deck and to keep persevering all the meanwhile, as you're reminded you're truly a star and you deserve nothing but the best, all right? Embrace the abundance, embrace the changes and the process all the meanwhile, okay? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing month, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.